Hey everyone, how's it going? Azrin here, owner of the Calgary Language Nerds, and welcome to today's Learn Gujarati with Me podcast episode and YouTube video. Today we're going to learn how to talk about your weekend in Gujarati. And we're going to do this in a very authentic way. I'm going to read you a text. We're going to read something together. We're going to learn some vocabulary, a little bit of grammar. It's going to be a lot of fun. At this point in your Gujarati learning journey, one of the things that matters a lot is to get authentic Gujarati exposure. So authentic exposure with your family, your friends, people you know, and of course through this YouTube channel. That's one of the reasons why this YouTube channel and the podcast exists. So we're going to kick things off today with a little text that I'm going to read you. Listen very closely. બધાને શનિવાર અને રવિવાર એટલે કે વીકેન્ડ ગમે છે. વીકેન્ડ પર લોકો પોતાના પરિવાર સાથે સમય વિતાવે છે. ઘણા લોકો ટીવી જુએ છે અથવા ચોપડી વાંચે છે. અમુક લોકો બહાર ફરવા પણ જાય છે. ગઈકાલે સવારે અમિત અને એનો મિત્ર રાહુલ એક બગીચામાં ગયા હતા. ત્યાં કસરત કરી અને થોડીવાર બેસીને વાત કરી. સાંજે અમિત અને રાહુલ એક સરસ રેસ્ટોરન્ટમાં જમવા ગયા. આજે રવિવાર છે અને અમિત ઘરે છે. એ સવારથી એનું ઘર સાફ કરે છે. બપોરે એ મમ્મી સાથે રસોઈ બનાવશે. રાહુલ પણ ઘરે છે અને એ ત્યાં આરામ કરે છે. All right, let me share my screen so we can read this together. I've written this out in Gujarati. I've done a transliteration, and there's also an English translation. So feel free to have a quick pause here, and you can read through. Let me just scroll down a bit so you can see everything on one screen. There we go. So feel free to pause and read through this on your right now at your own speed, and then in a moment I'll take you through it. All right, let's go through this together. I'll leave it just like this. We can see all three, Gujarati, transliteration, and English all at the same time. So બધાને શનિવાર અને રવિવાર એટલે કે weekend ગમે છે. Everyone likes Saturday and Sunday. Everyone likes Saturday and Sunday, meaning the weekend. If we break it down, everyone, બધાને શનિવાર અને રવિવાર, Saturday and Sunday, એટલે કે weekend, meaning the weekend, ગમે છે, they like it. Weekend પર, on the weekend, લોકો પોતાના પરિવાર સાથે, so people, their own family with, in other words, people with their own family, સમય વિતાવે છે. સમય is time. વિતાવે છે means they spend. So they spend time with their family. ઘણા લોકો ટીવી જુએ છે. So many people watch TV. ઘણા લોકો, many people, ટીવી જુએ છે. They watch TV. Atva means or. It's kind of a fancy word for or. A more, not even that fancy, honestly. It's just one word for or. Another word for or is ke, like K-E. So ઘણા લોકો ટીવી જુએ છે અથવા ચોપડી વાંચે છે. Or they read a book. ચોપડી is a book. વાંચે છે is they read. અમુક લોકો બહાર ફરવા પણ જાય છે. So some people, અમુક લોકો, બહાર ફરવા પણ જાય છે. બહાર is outside. ફરવા just kind of means going for a walk. It means just going out. It doesn't really say much. It could be going for a stroll. It could be just doing some errands. It really is a very vague term. ફરવા જાય છે. They're just going out to do stuff. We don't really know what. It's very, very vague. તો અમુક લોકો બહાર ફરવા પણ is also જાય છે. They are going. ગઈકાલે સવારે, so yesterday in the morning, Amit, so Amit is a guy's name, અને એનો મિત્ર Rahul and his friend Rahul એક બગીચામાં, in a garden, ગયા હતા. They went to a garden together. ત્યાં કસરત કરી. Over there, કસરત કરી means they did the exercise. They exercised. ત્યાં કસરત કરી. અને થોડી વાર, for a little while, બેસીને વાત કરી. They sat and they did the speech. વાત is talking. Kari is to do in the past tense. So they did the speech. They talked. વાત કરી means talk. સાંજે, in the evening, Amit and Rahul, so Amit and Rahul, the two people, એક સરસ રેસ્ટોરન્ટમાં, in a good restaurant, જમવા ગયા. They went to eat. Jamvu is to eat a meal. Gaya is like went. આજે રવિવાર છે, so today is Sunday. અને અમિત ઘરે છે. And Amit is at home. એ સવારથી, so he, since the morning, from the morning, એનું ઘર સાફ કરે છે. His house, clean, doing. એનું ઘર, his house, સાફ is clean, કરે છે is doing. બપોરે, so this is in the afternoon, બપોરે, in the afternoon, એ મમ્મી સાથે, he with his mom, એ મમ્મી સાથે, રસોઈ બનાવશે. Rasoy is like cooking. Banao says will make. So he will make the food. He will make the cooking with her. They're going to cook together. Rahul pan. So Rahul also ઘરે છે. He is at home. અને એ ત્યાં આરામ કરે છે. And he is doing the rest there. He is resting there. So here's the English again. Feel free to pause and read through it. So everyone likes Saturday and Sunday, meaning the weekend. In these 2 days, people spend time with their family. Many people watch TV or read a book. Some people also go out, not out traveling, sorry, they just go out, honestly. Farva Javu is a weird thing to translate, honestly. They just go out. Yeah. Yesterday morning, Amit and his friend Rahul went to a garden. Could also be a park as well, by the way. Park is park, but a garden can also be like, imagine a large public garden where people go to walk. Like there's one actually close to when I was in India last. There's like a bagicho kind of close to where I lived-ish. And it's kind of like a large public garden, something like that, like a park and garden mixed together. And it was called a bagicho. So garden or like a park. There they exercised and sat to talk for a little while. In the evening, Amit and Rahul went to eat at a nice restaurant. Today's Sunday, and Amit is at home. He's been cleaning his house since the morning. In the afternoon, he'll cook food with his mom. There we go, with his mom. Rahul is also home and he's just resting. He's just resting there. Okay. If we look at some common vocabulary for the weekend, just like a really short list for you to use, something really useful, bite-sized, you can just remember this. You can say, hun farva gayo, I went out, or hun farva gai is the feminine form. If you're a woman, I went out. Honestly, farva javu is just like, doesn't really mean much. It doesn't give you much information. Farvu technically means like walking or strolling. But if you say hun farva gayo or hun farva gai, it just means you went out the house and did stuff. Doesn't really give any information. In fact, if you told someone hun farva gayo, they'll probably ask you a follow-up of where you went and what kind of farvuing you did. Me chopari vanchi, I read a book. Me film joy, I watched a movie. Me rasoi banavi, I cooked. Me ghar saaf karyu, I cleaned the house. Me aram karyo, I rested. Me kasrat kari, I exercised. One last thing I'll say on this topic here, it'll be really useful for you to go through, if you haven't already, the past tense grammar videos on this YouTube channel and podcast. That'll help you understand how a lot of these words are formulated. There's a lot of past tense, particularly simple past tense, happening in this text here. And so that might be very useful for you if you haven't done that already. Okay, let's read this one more time together. I'll zoom in a little bit. Here we go. And let's just read this together one more time. Okay. બધાને શનિવાર અને રવિવાર એટલે કે વીકેન્ડ ગમે છે. વીકેન્ડ પર લોકો પોતાના પરિવાર સાથે સમય વિતાવે છે. ઘણા લોકો ટીવી જુએ છે અથવા ચોપડી વાંચે છે. અમુક લોકો બહાર ફરવા પણ જાય છે. ગઈકાલે સવારે અમિત અને એનો મિત્ર રાહુલ એક બગીચામાં ગયા હતા. ત્યાં કસરત કરી અને થોડી વાર બેસીને વાતો કરી. સાંજે અમિત અને રાહુલ એક સરસ રેસ્ટોરન્ટમાં જમવા ગયા. આજે રવિવાર છે અને અમિત ઘરે છે. એ સવારથી એનું ઘર સાફ કરે છે. બપોરે એ મમ્મી સાથે રસોઈ બનાવશે. રાહુલ પણ ઘરે છે અને એ ત્યાં આરામ કરે છે. All right, that wraps up today's lesson. If you want a challenge, try to write this whole text out again from English. You can see the English right here. Feel free to pause and try to write this out yourself in Gujarati, translating from English. That's a nice way to practice this. All right, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Aujo, bye.